Hello and good evening. Welcome to all. Thank you for attending Capture the Star Academy's second annual information night. Now tonight, we're going to go over a couple of new programs. And for those of you who are just meeting us for the first time, my name is Mayzan Ricketts. I am founder and principal of Capture the Star Academy. We are the future of education. Hello, my name is Mayzan Ricketts. I am the principal, the head educator, the founder of Capture the Star Academy. So I am so very thrilled to share 17 plus years of experience as a private educator, as a mentor, as a program creator for our youth. Now I have a bachelor's degree in French studies, I have a certificate in bilingualism, and a tireless passion to help shape our future leaders. Now, I truly believe that your child will see a radical improvement in their development, emotionally, physically, academically, everything over the course of the year. Now, you'll probably see an improvement much earlier than that, but we guarantee those improvements and those changes will be lifelong lasting after the first year at Capture the Star Academy. So the reason why I actually started the Academy is we first started with a education center, so a tutoring center where we offered one-on-one tutoring to help bridge the gap between home and in-class learning, right? And as we were bridging the gap and with the introduction of technology, the gap started to grow and grow and grow. We're now at a point where distance learning is the new norm, and we see that parents are exploring different options for their children's education. And the future, the jobs that we saw available last year may not be very well be available as of next year. So creating Capture the Star Academy gives us that flexibility to grow with the changing climate. So we've modernized the Canadian curriculum to suit the current climate, and we will continue to modernize our curriculum to match the needs of our children, our future leaders. So that's really what kind of pushed me to really start the Academy. And I'm so very happy I took that leap of faith, because it's been such an amazing ride thus far. In September of 2020, we opened up our very first class for kindergartners, and we accepted 5 Rocketeers. And let me tell you, they are going all the way up. Let's have a look at our program and we'll see why. We really wanted to share our mission with you, just so that we're all aligned. We want to reignite the wonder of learning by creating opportunities. So notice that I said wonder of learning and not the love of learning, because let's be real, all of our children aren't going to love learning. They may not even like it, but if they feel like there are opportunities and there's different ways to achieve the same goal, we will reignite that wonder, that interest to learn. And that's really what our goal is here, so that they know that there's many opportunities and they can accomplish anything. So when it comes to our values at Capture the Star Academy, we have 3 core values that we go by: the quality of instruction, our innovation, and the pure artistic development. So the quality of instruction is really where we've modernized that Canadian curriculum to better respond to our class needs, and that's where our educators have the freedom to really take extra care and listen and respond to each of our learners, right? Our small class sizes actually give us a unique opportunity to teach the value of collaboration and independent development. So that's the quality, the high quality of instruction that we guarantee with Capture the Star Academy. Our innovation is truly unmatched. We incorporate multiple learning strategies and styles in every lesson, and we've incorporated practical learning as well. Okay, so we incorporate that practical learning to ensure that there is a clear illustration of its value. So even if there is something that doesn't feel like it may be valuable to our future leaders, we ensure to illustrate why it can be valuable, maybe not in the capacity that they perceive it to be. So we ensure that that's really clearly illustrated to maximize their learning. And the pure artistic development is, over and above the academic framework that we have here at Capture the Star Academy. We encourage our Rocketeers to fuel their imagination through the arts. So we structure play-based activities to promote such growth, and that's for kindergartners right through to grade 5. So these are our 3 core values. Our culture. We at Capture the Star Academy are daring, spirited, imaginative, and traditional. We're daring in the sense that we're creating new methods of teaching and learning outside of that given Canadian curriculum, and we've modernized the given Canadian curriculum, right? So we're creating this new norm where opportunities are abundant and the impossible is truly made possible. We're spirited because Capture the Star Academy has a strong sense of family and community. We come together and proudly declare our beliefs and values in both our actions and our words. And it's really important for us to make that clear to our Rocketeers as well, that your actions and your words are one. We're imaginative because through the arts, science, and play, we encourage our Rocketeers to explore their imagination and to create without any limitation. Okay? And traditional because we are firmly rooted in the strength of our faith and history. We lean on etiquette and manners for sure to help with that emotional growth and development and fortify those core values that we talked about and our beliefs. And quite frankly, traditions are where we are coming from. So in order to, modernize and go great places, we have to understand our foundation. When it comes to our guidelines and ethics, we are taking a closer look at faith, conduct, academics, and athletics. So we are founded in faith. We make it a priority to teach our future leaders about love and strength through Christ. So we show our future leaders how prayer is alive in our actions every day. So over and above our religion sessions, because we don't have a course that is specific to religion, because we teach that religion is a unique journey, right? So we teach our future leaders how to communicate with Christ and how to create that one-on-one relationship. It's more important to show our future leaders that religion is something that is lived, prayer is something that is lived. Our conduct is a combination of attire and mannerisms. That's where we promote, and it really promotes a safe and welcoming environment for all students, especially when they are all dressed the same. So we definitely require uniforms for both our online classes as well as our in-person classes. Okay? Academics are central to our curriculum. We support and nurture our future leaders using various audiovisual and kinesthetic activities. And again, that's kindergartners right through to grade 5. In athletics, we treat athletics just as important as our academics. So a healthy mind and a healthy body make for an amazing individuals. Now taking a look at our safety guide. This is where we are talking about the mandatory masks. We're going to do those home screenings and temperature checks, and we have sanitation stations, or will have sanitation stations strategically placed around the school. And so this is really important that we are in compliance with the Ontario regulations, and not only that, just so that everyone feels super safe and it makes for an easy and stress-free learning environment. We are absolutely enforcing those masks and ensuring that those home screenings are done daily, and then we will carry out those temperature checks periodically and follow up with our sanitation stations and ensure everything is good to go. We are now going to have a look at the GRL, the Guided Remote Learning Program. Now, this is brand new, because of the nature of our world at this time, the current climate. We cannot deny that it's very much a possibility we will not be returning to the classroom in September of 2021. So we do have the GRL program. We've constructed a program to ensure that the CTSA promise is upheld in delivering that high quality instruction. So we're going to look at 4 areas that will pretty well cover what you need to know about the GRL program: the home learning center setup, the online and offline lessons, parent trainings, and the CTSA community. So the home learning setup is when we give you a call, we do the consultation, and we deliver the first set of materials to your home. We ensure that your child has the proper device with all of the applications uploaded, the tables, the area, the uniform. Uniforms will still be worn. They'll still be required for online learning. It really gives our students that sense of community. It gives our students that sense of seriousness when it comes to learning, especially in your place of peace at home. So putting on that uniform changes the mindset and really makes our future leaders bring their A game to class. Okay, so those initial materials and our home setup consultation, they're all included in your tuition fees. Okay? Every single month thereafter, you will receive a monthly activity kit that will be delivered straight to your home so that your child can participate in all of the class activities as well as the other manipulatives that they may need to develop certain skills. We've digitized quite a few of our manipulatives, but we believe that pairing those digitized and physical materials, that maximizes the learning for our future leaders. Now we have online and offline learning. So there's about 2 to 4 hours of screen time per day, depending on your grade. So the lower grades, it's closer to 2 hours. And then the grade 5s, it's closer to 4 hours. And it will not be 4 hours every single day. So we have asynchronous and synchronous learning. So there will be some pre-recorded classes, which allows for more of a flex schedule, but there will be live classes every single day. So talking about that flex schedule, so if you have an appointment or something needs to be switched around, we do have that customization available, but it would have to be working around your live classes. Okay, and we somewhat discourage changing of the schedules frequently because that kind of disrupts your child's learning flow or the learning pattern, and it's really important to maintain that to maximize your results. Okay, but we'll always get into that a little further when we build your specific plan. So parent trainings, super important since you will be mom or dad or guardian and also teacher. Okay, we will give you that 2 weeks of initial training, and then there'll be that ongoing support from a specialist that will be assigned to you. We'll be using the Altitude Learning app. It's an incredibly innovative app that is learner-centered, that is created specifically for online learning, and it streamlines everything: progress, grading, lessons, live streams. Everything is all in one spot, so it makes it that much easier. And in those parent trainings, we're going to talk about or teach you how to navigate those applications, schedule creations, lesson planning, the works. Okay, and last but definitely not least, something that you'll all need is the CTSA community. So we will be planning a philanthropic and social gatherings just to ensure that we have that strength in community, the strength in numbers. As we said, no matter if it's online or in person, we are going to uphold our promise to deliver that high quality education, and it's over and above just the academics. So doing that philanthropic, giving back, having those social gatherings and getting to know each other is very, very important to CTSA. And then we will also organize breakout rooms and synchronized recreation time. So, our learners, our future leaders can, take their snack, take their lunch, participate in gym all at the same time. And when it comes to our curriculum guide, just before we get into our curriculum, we need to understand the foundation on which all of our lessons are created, our educational pillars, which are discovery, script, and life. So discovery is where we allow our students to explore the subject matter. Script is where we tell our students what should be learned in that subject area. And life is where we link it back, show them the importance, the relevancy, the practicality of that particular subject area. Okay? And over the 17 years of working as an educator, I hear all too often, when am I going to use this in my real life, Miss Nazan? And I always respond to this question by really bringing an example. You know, when we see our favorite athlete in the gym, they're usually lifting very heavy weights. And I ask our students, you know, why is it important that LeBron James, for example, lifts, you know, a 100-pound weight when the basketball is really light? Well, he needs to train his muscles. It's always very evident why he needs to do that. And, you know, I respond with, the brain is also a muscle. You need to train it. Even though you're not going to use, let's say you don't use the y equals mx plus b, it's a great way to exercise your brain. It's a great way to get that muscle moving. And if you need to, you know, retain other information, it's easier for you to do so if you've been practicing retaining information in general. And usually what that really resonates with our future leaders, and that's really an example of bringing that life, that relevancy, that practicality back to our lessons. I find that that's what solidifies, and it's smooth sailing thereafter. Maybe I won't use this, but I need this for where I want to go. So they understand that it's sometimes a stepping stone, and sometimes it's an essential step in the direction they need to go. So it's very important to illustrate that relevancy to our future leaders. So let's start exploring our academics. This is how we're going to be cultivating our students' talents. On the right-hand side here, you'll see a list of all the academic subjects that we're going to be covering over the course of the year. We currently cover all of these subjects with our 3 to 5-year-olds. So our current group of Rocketeers are doing the math, science, agriculture, language arts, French education, geography, culture, and arts. So the subjects that you would find to be probably different from the current Canadian curriculum are agriculture and culture. Agriculture, we're really focusing on the cultivation and harvest of plants and livestock. I always said, you know, we're living on this beautiful green earth, and a lot of us don't know how to cultivate or don't know much about planting and harvesting. So I thought that that's something that's very important, essential life skill, and we've incorporated that into our curriculum. Also with culture, we are exploring inventors, the origins of cultural traditions when it comes to the Black community, and also cultural traditions when it comes to the Canadian community or Canadian heritage. So it's very important for us to know both of those and how they work together. When it comes to reporting, we are going to be doing all of our reporting online. So we've got the Progressive Online application tool. It compiles all of the records. It tracks the development of your child. And we also have a standardized report card that's going to be shared 3 times a year. So, and with those 3 times a year, there will be parent-teacher conferences. And they will be virtual if you have opted for the GRL program. And they'll be in person if you are in the in-person instruction, or you're going to be attending school in person in September of 2021. Now, for me, I have been a super fan of our Rocketeers. You know, we started with 2 or 3 of our Rocketeers who weren't even able to hold a pencil, to now knowing their alphabet frontwards, backwards, sideways, you name it, they got it. But you know, I can brag about them non-stop. It's best for us to show you exactly what our Rocketeers are made of.
inside of it, then guess what? It's not going to be able to breathe. And that makes the dolphin.
So start at Michigan. Very good. Go south to Indiana. Very good. Now you're in Indiana right now, okay? You're gonna go east just a little bit east. Excellent.
Good job. Yay! You did one.
Thank you so much for taking the time. Congratulations for exploring an alternative option for your child's education. I encourage you to keep in touch, contact us using our socials, send me an email directly. I would love to get to know you. Check out our website, see if there are any other programs that would best suit you. Or you can give us a call at 647-892-6299.